Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, Studs Are Tired of Providing for Black Women and Single Moms. Let's get right into it.
Bro, it's early in the morning. But I'm just really tired of being a provider. Like, don't get me wrong, a bitch love to work. Like, I love to work. I love to pay my bills.
I love that I have a job and that I can pay my bills, but I don't love the work, especially working for somebody else to make their company rich.
I love to take care of myself and my babies. Like, that's what gets me up every day.
Like every responsible adult does, take care of your kids.
What I don't like is having someone that does not have that same mindset. It makes me tired of being a provider, because now I'm providing for my kids, myself, and you.
Yep, paying all the bills for a woman who's doing absolutely nothing in return. The same thing us men have been complaining about with these modern day women, wanting everything from a man while giving little to nothing in return.
And it's like, I'm cool if, you know what I'm saying, you have your moments and shit where it's like, look, life is lifing. Bitch, I come in, I got you. But when life ain't lifing, we can alternate. Like, maybe 1 month you can have me. Like, you know what? You took care of the rent. That time, you know what I'm saying, when some shit was going down, life was life. Bitch, let me pay the rent this time. Or, bitch, let me pay the car note for you this time. I don't know. I'm just really tired of just being a provider to others. Like, and then I just get shitted on every time. I'm like, really? Over it. I don't want to be a provider anymore. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm just ready to just be like, f it. And just be selfish.
Boy, oh boy, did that sound familiar. She said she's tired of providing and still getting shit on. Also known as providing for a woman who's taking you for granted and is unappreciative of what you've been doing for her. But wait, here's another stud.
I realized that I will never be completely happy as long as I'm providing for somebody. I'm sorry, but it irks me to come home after I've been working, you know, to see somebody sitting up on my couch and not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the fruits of my labor.
Yep, sitting on the couch talking about how she ain't cooking and she ain't cleaning because that's slavery work. Whole while, she expects you to be out there slaving at work all day and paying all them bills, just like a slave.
The economy is a beast, and I worked hard to get to the place that I am today. I didn't have no handouts, you know what I'm saying? I had to work hard for this shit. And I'd be damn if, you know what I'm saying, I let somebody else come up in here and enjoy my shit without offering to contribute, to pay a bill up in this bitch. I'm trying to have something. I'm trying to own a home. You know, if the right woman come along, maybe a family with the right woman. But like I said, I need a partner.
You can't have no family, girl. I mean, you can if you let a man hit it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, look, when the shoes are on the other foot and women get to see what men been seeing this entire time, guess what? They start to sound just like us. They start to sound just like us. Why provide? Why do all this for a woman that thinks she's entitled to it? It's one thing if your woman is working hard. Back in the day, people don't understand this. Women who were provided for, kept women, they spent 14 hours a day doing hard labor to take care of the house and the home. Nowadays, we live in such luxury and we have so much technology and freedom that you could order food, you could pay for someone to wash your clothes, you could pay for someone to clean your house, you could pay for someone to do virtually anything you need them to do. And all women want to do is enjoy themselves. And I get it. Joyousness is the highest value for a woman. That's the highest achievement. To just be happy and feel like you're in abundance and you're cared for and you're looked after. But they want to do that while you're working hard, you're busting your ass, you're providing, and they feel like that's an equal exchange. And now studs are seeing exactly what we've seen. I'm just saying, people call men for being, oh, you men, y'all always have problems, y'all always calling out women. Here's women calling out women. I'm just saying. You know, that story sounds very similar to a lot of the men that I be covering in my videos. It sounds a lot to what I be saying in these videos. You know, and I think it's good. I think it's a taste of their own medicine, but I think it actually makes our standpoint more legit because you could see that it's not biased. It's not that we're just misogynist men, right? What do you call her? Or him, or they, whatever she wants to be called. What do you call this? Right? This person is not a biological male, but they feel exactly the same way we do when you date women. Right? And now the mindset is, you know what? There's no change in these women. I'm gonna make these videos. We can laugh and we can react to it, but there's no point in you guys going back to your woman or the women you know in your personal life and try to teach them anything. Don't teach them nothing. That's it. It's either we go with it, find someone that understands something different, or be done. We don't got too many options.
That's gonna be a partner, not a dependent.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this what us men have been saying? See, when a stud starts saying it, you know it's real. But wait, here's another one.
Y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's something going on out here. And I don't know if it's my algorithm per se or what, but like, it's a lot of studs that's going back to men. I'm seeing a lot of content about women telling their stories about how they going back to men.
I wonder why the studs are thinking about going back to men.
Because women are just too wicked out here. Like, these women they're not over their gay phases and they're just like, okay, fun's over. Like, nah, I really do like women. I want to take a woman serious, but you know what? These women are so wicked out here, bro. Like, if I'm gonna be with a being, I might as well just pick the lesser out of two evils.
Now let the modern day women tell it, it's the men that's always the problem. But when you have a stud who's reporting from both sides say that it's the women and they're evil and that they're seriously considering going back to dating men, that speaks volumes.
And they going back to men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing enough content that's pertaining to that. And it's just like, ladies, this ain't a wake-up call to y'all to get y'all stuff together.
No, it's not. Why do you think the passport bros exist?
This ain't a wake-up call to tighten up and maybe heal and be better people. Like, guys is saying the same thing about y'all. Studs is saying the same thing about y'all. And studs are women too, just in case y'all forgot. Like, other women with sense and other men are saying the same thing about y'all. Y'all don't want to get y'all stuff together?
So if a stud who was born a woman is admitting that they have common sense, then why do the women who were born women not see what the studs and the men see using common sense, that these particular modern women are a problem?
Because I know me being done wrong by women, I know that incentivized me to be a better woman, because I don't want to cause nobody, man or woman, hurt that a woman did me, because that pain is a pain. Like, women be ruthless with they joint. Like, a man can hurt you, but a woman will hurt you even more, dog. Like, it's just like, y'all are savages. I ain't gonna hold you. And y'all do it with such no remorse. Like, y'all just shrug y'all shoulders about it, like, all right, whatever. Like no remorse.
Like when the man finds out 10, 20 years later that the child that he's been raising is not even his. And when he confronts her, even in court, she admits that she knew the child wasn't his in the first place. And they'll do it with absolutely no remorse whatsoever.
Nothing. It's just like, man, woo. I can't.
It's funny to see studs run back to that D. Because at least, you know, it's we try to be what women call fair, you know. Oh, it's not fair. Women are the least fair people in history, okay? Women will take advantage of something that they know is a double standard and then look at you and say, you need to make everything that doesn't benefit me, make that equal, and all the things that benefit me, keep it unequal, okay? That's how women think. So men, we have these discussions, we have these conversations, we talk about it, and we all seem to be experiencing the same thing. I mean, it's like everyone's experiencing this. The entitlement of modern women in the West, is unbearable, bro. Insufferable, okay? Unimaginable. But it's true. It's true. And you know what? I personally, I've made peace with it, right? I'm actually coming out with an ebook for you guys. It's called Be Attractive and Shut Up. Straight up. Be attractive and shut up. Because what I've realized is the more and more I dive deeper and deeper in this, what I've realized is, bro, there ain't no way we going to change women. We're just not. Now, we're not. You know, studs are going back to us, but we're not going to go switch. You know what I'm saying? We're going to still deal with women. But so what I'm saying, what I'm telling men now, and I'm telling y'all my new ebook. By the way, if you want to get this ebook, be prepared for that link. I'm going to drop the link. It's going to be a free ebook, right? But it's going to just break down to 2 things I think you need to do if you really want to date in this modern era. And maybe the 3rd thing to do is just accept everything. That's part of the shut up part. But be attractive means like get into your best shape. Right? Look your best, right? Be well groomed, right? If you could grow a beard, grow a beard. If you could dress nice, dress nice. I had a video prior, people like, shapes out of shape. Bro, shape out of shape where? Shapes out of shape where? I know what I was wearing. When I was wearing my next belt, it made me look like I had a gut on the side, but I don't got a gut. I got a flat stomach, baby. Okay, I'm sitting in the chair. Everything looks funny when you're sitting in the chair. I'm just keeping it real with you. But y'all think I'm out of shape, go ahead. Y'all can think I'm out of shape all y'all want. Or you could go to my Instagram and see that I am really who I say I am. I'm a personal trainer. But I'm saying that to say is that this week, right, I was supposed to go on a date with a girl, and she decided not to go on a date with me. Because what I do is this, right? I met a girl on Hinge. We were getting along really well. Attractive girl, you know. And we exchanged numbers. And then the minute we exchanged numbers, I'm like, my first question is, like, what I do is I tell girls to text me. This is a way to, like, you know, test them. If they don't text me, then we don't talk. I give them my number. I never try to get their number. I give them my number. If they text me, cool. If they don't text me, still cool. She texted me and I respond to her. When can we FaceTime? Or when can you FaceTime? When can you FT to keep it short? And she was like, oh, I could do it at this time or whatever. Anyway, we found out a time. We got on a FaceTime. Everything was going good. I asked her questions. She asked me questions. Then I asked her, what made you, like, swipe right on me, right? What made you swipe right? And she said, I find you attractive. And I laugh because that's what every single girl says. So I know this is not like that. Most men are like, oh man, you're lucky. But for me, it's actually a bigger issue when many women find you attractive. You're playing a game where ultimately a good portion of them are going to reject you because they're going to realize that you don't have the personality that they like, or you don't think the way they like, right? Just like how Tracy Ellis Ross said, you know, a guy's not gender fluid, like turn off, like absolute red flag. Like he says something bad about people that practice sodomy. Oh my God, you know, you don't support sodomy. No, I don't support sodomy. You know, I believe in Christ. I believe in Jesus. Anyway, but I told her about, like, you know, I asked her one of my important questions. I asked girls. I'm like, at the time, and I'm not gonna do this anymore because of what happened. But I was like, you know, do you want to lead a man or do you want a man to lead? And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you know, the Bible it ordains that men, we're supposed to lead women. We're supposed to die for our wives, and women are supposed to submit to their husbands. And she's like, what do you mean by like I could tell, like, we were enjoying our FaceTime conversations up to then. And by the way, I wanted to have a quick conversation and just plan a date. Like, I didn't want to stay on the phone and talk to her too long. She was like, all right, get on the phone, make sure she's not catfish. But she kept asking questions. I was like, yo, I gotta go. And she kept asking questions to the point where I started explaining myself. And I could tell as I'm explaining myself, she's getting more and more turned off. Mind you, she's a Jehovah's Witness. So supposedly she believes in Christ. She said she believes in biblical concepts. So that's why I felt comfortable telling her this. But I could tell she's unhappy. Well, not what I'm saying, but what God says. And I'm just repeating what God says. Anyway, I told her, like, look, if you want to wear the pants, just let me know. If that's for you, that's for you. But it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be with a girl who wants to wear the pants. But she's a girl that lives on her own. She told me she moved out of her house since college. She never moved back home since college. By the way, she's 27, so she's not 40. I know a lot of people, no, don't date 40-year-olds. Well, look, I'm 37. I was talking to a 27-year-old. Long story short, we agreed to meet up that exact same day, which was yesterday on Sunday, at 7 p.m. And, you know, whatever. We got off the phone. Come around time, I'm like, all right, you know, see you soon. She's like, okay, see you soon. 30 minutes before we're supposed to meet up, she sends me a text. She says, yeah, I'm going to pass on tonight. Just completely flaked, right? I try to respond back. I'm like, cold feet with a question mark. And she has an iPhone. I have an iPhone. The message never said delivered. So what that means, she blocked me. She blocked me, right? Now, I tell you this is because, I could say, oh, man, you guys see I'm fit. I got my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I have the ability to protect the woman, protect myself. Girls find me attractive, and I still get rejected. Why? Because I don't think the way women want me to think. And this is why I tell people all the time, women want you to lie to them, right? But the best way to lie to women, I'm going to keep it, I hate the idea of lying to women. I want to get out of this. I won't lie, I thought to myself that now that I got status, now that I'm visible, now that people recognize me in public, I could just leave with that. Quote unquote, leave with your wallet. Not that I'm trying to leave with my wallet, because I'm not trying to buy them anything, but I could just leave with my success. Like, I'm successful. I could just do what I want. But that's still not enough for women because, and what I realized was every time I say something about my perspective on life, it turns women off. It completely turns women off. They could be attracted to me. They could want to hook up with me. Shit, they could want to take my clothes off the minute they see me. But the minute I talk about my views on life, complete turn off. Now, am I going to change my views on life? No, I'm not. But what I've realized, I see a pattern. This is a specific pattern. Every time I open up my mouth, it's not that I'm saying the wrong thing and I put my foot in it, but I'm going to be condemned for it because girls are going to compare it to, do I think the way they think, right? And it made me think to myself, oh, this is why betas have so much success with women, because they think like women. So let me break it down real quick. And this is kind of what the book is about. So if you guys are interested in this, I'm going to write it up soon. I'm actually going to, in the next couple weeks, I'm going to put it out. And it's free. But the concept that I'm going to expound on is that women and men, we don't communicate the same whatsoever, right? Men, we're communicating like how I communicate now. We want to talk about ideas and information that can help us grow. Women don't want you to help them grow. When a woman talks, and the way a woman uses conversation is to have what I call joyousness. It's to have a good time. It's not about thinking. It's not about doing any mental work. It's not about learning. It's not about expanding. It's not about, increasing her capacities to do anything. It's about just having a good time. Men, we don't do this because we're trying to get to that bag. We're trying to get results. We're trying to build businesses. Together, men, we try to work together to build stuff. Women don't want to build nothing. They want to spend stuff. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to have a good time. And they're looking at you to be their good time. So, what I'm proposing to you, and even studs, if you want to date women, the best you could do is be attractive and shut up. At the end. It's literally the best you could do. You try to persuade them on something, they won't learn. They won't be persuaded. They're going to hold everything you say against them. And because they think they have unlimited options, they're definitely going to reject you. Now, here's a girl, like I said, that she was wildly attracted to me. But, and this has happened with other girls, the minute I express my thoughts, my views on the world, they don't want to hear it. What did J. Cole say in Lights Please, Lights Please? I be trying to tell her about the world, and she like, try to tell her about the world and how we truly are, and blah, blah. And he said, all she wants me to do is get inside her jeans. Like, I can't remember the lyrics for a quote, but, bear with me. But the point is, in that song, Lights Please, J. Cole breaks down exactly what I'm telling you. You could try to tell and teach a girl stuff, but all they're going to do is be annoyed and be turned off. Women want to talk about trivial information that's not going to change nothing. They're not going to grow from it, but it's going to make them feel good because the information could be exciting, maybe a mystery, whatever it is. But you can't talk to women about anything serious. The conversation these studs having right now is about serious stuff. Hey, I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel we're going well. Women don't want to hear none of that. And I usually think to myself, they're not right, we're right. But it doesn't even matter if we're right, because when it comes to the two sexes, men, we're the ones that we're more likely to change for women. The chances of women changing for us is slim to none. If Kevin Samuels couldn't get women to change for us, how do you expect you to get women to change for us? Some women now, by the way, you might meet some women that are conservative. They think like this. I made a video about a girl like that recently when she made that umbrella comparison. Like either, a man's an umbrella and you could just support him. But majority, I would say 98% of women don't think like that at all. So literally, it is an act in futility to try to convince women of anything. Okay? So if you're interested in what I'm talking about, I am going to put a book out about it soon. It's called Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to be a free ebook. So give me a couple days, couple weeks. I'm going to get that out to you guys. If you're watching this now on the day that it dropped. But if you're seeing this in the past, the book is out now. I mean, if you see this in the future, past what today is, April 21st, 2025. If you see this past then, the book's probably out. Just hit the link in my description and check it out. Other than that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. The channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.